Hi there, my name is Rebecca Nolan, and today I am showing you how you can use iMovie to engage with your students. And right now I'm sitting in my own backyard and I am just using my iPhone. You can use an iPhone or an iPad to do this. And one of the things I'm going to talk to you about is how I would just kind of embrace distractions as they happen. So actually right now there is, hold on, a really cute dog who is occasionally dropping a ball into my lap, and his name is Bigby, and our students love knowing stuff about us, so the students would love to know that I have a dog named Bigby. You may or may not care, it's okay. My students are 6 and 7, and so this is like hot news for them, and even last year when my students were 10 and 11, it was exciting news to them as well. So what I've done is I've just opened up my iPhone and I have opened up the camera app and I'm making a video, and that's really step one right there. And you can be wherever you want. I'm holding the camera myself. I don't have anyone else out here with me except for Bigby Dog, who is just right here. And so that's it. That's step one. You start by making a video. So this is actually a little bit of a tour of my backyard. There's Bigby Dog. I was just sitting in that chair. I had moved it. The chair was right here. I literally painted a fake camper on my back fence. I didn't do this for the kids, but I thought it would be a fun backdrop, and so I sat in front of it. And you can sit anywhere you like, but I am taking you on a tour because to me that's part of the engagement process, is getting or giving the kids a chance to get to know you. And you know, there's a lot of stuff going on with distance learning that's not optimal and it's not great for kids, but giving the kids a chance to see where you live and where you spend your time when you're not with them can be really neat. So in my backyard, in addition to a dog, I've got some chickens back here, and I think right now my neighbor's talking to his dog, and that's okay too, because like I said, we kind of embrace the distractions because that's part of what makes it interesting. All right, so right now I've moved to a different spot in my backyard. I'm actually on the chicken side of the yard, and I'm just making another part to the video because later I'm going to show you how I edit these things together. And so I wanted to show you that I could be in one place and I could walk around, and then I could be someplace else, and then I could still put it all together at the end. So because I sat down next to where the chickens are, they've all joined me, and I'm sure you can see how engaging it would be for the students to get to see that there are chickens right where their teacher is. And once again, like, it's not like you have to, go out and buy some chickens, but that's one of the things that I've got going on in my life. And part of building those relationships is letting the kids get to know you in appropriate ways, and getting to know them. So when I'm ready to make an iMovie for the students, I create the video clips that I want to use, and I also take pictures of what I want to take pictures of. And I do try to change it up, not usually in a single video like I am for you guys, but I try with the students to be sitting somewhere different for different videos. Not like every video, but I think as adults and as professionals, we like to have that single background behind us, that place where we're comfortable doing Google Meets or Zoom meetings, where the background is, not distracting and has that kind of professional look to it. And I think that's very appropriate, and this is one of the places where I might do a Zoom meeting or a Google Meet as a professional. It's not inside with the blank wall, but it does have a lot less distractions than when I sit in the backyard where Bigby Dog is. But I think for the students, having the same background all the time, it starts to get boring for them. And what we're trying to do here is be engaging and also giving them a feel for who we are as educators and as people. And part of knowing who I am as a person is knowing a little bit about my pets and a little bit about my home, and possibly, if you live in the same attendance zone as your students, maybe you don't want to do a video on the outside of your home if you don't want the kids to know where you live. But I live in a different part of Georgetown than my students, so I think the fact that I have these, seafoam green shutters is not giving away too much personal information. I certainly wouldn't sit in front of my house numbers, but I think being in different places makes the kids feel like they're starting to get to know me a little bit better, and I think it's just more interesting for them. Right now I'm not in front of the camera at all. This is a Lego minifig Mrs. Nolan, and I am aware that not everybody has Legos at their house, but I know, we've all got something, and I have Legos, and so I did a series of videos for the kids where Lego Mrs. Nolan went to different places. And so this particular set includes a coffee shop, and I will leave some links for you so you can see what I made for the kids, but I'm sure you can think of several different math word problems, for example, that might involve a coffee shop and solving some problems about cups of coffee or cost of coffee or how many people are in line to get coffee. And it's just a different way to engage with the kids because Legos are engaging, and Lego Mrs. Nolan is super cool. And bonus, although I'm making this at the same time I made my other videos, I could be making this very early in the morning when I'm still in my pajamas, and you would never know, except I just said the word pajamas. But I'm not, but I could be. And so it's just another way that you can make videos and talk to your kids, and they kind of like seeing, your hand manipulating the Legos. I wouldn't worry about trying to do some kind of crazy stop motion, but if you do, that would be cool. I don't want you to feel like you have to be super high tech. That's really the whole point of this, is you do not have to be super high tech. All right, so now I'm just sitting at my desk and I have this pad of paper, and I could be writing anything I wanted. But I'm just holding my phone and I'm writing, and I'm telling you that step one is to make your videos. And there could be lots of reasons why you would want to write in front of the kids, but you don't have to. So I happen to have a whiteboard in my house. I don't know why anyone would have a whiteboard in their house, but I do. So sometimes I did some teaching here, and you can see more of me now, so you can tell that one of my personal children is acting as videographer. Say hi, Sydney.
Hello.
So you can do it this way too, but I could write and teach, and my tip for you is to make sure that while you're doing this, everything's horizontal, and that camera for your iPhone or iPad is in the top, because it's kind of a pain if you do it any other way. So I just wanted to show you another way to get your video going and to give you that tip. All right, now I am literally using my phone to take a picture of my own Animal Crossing game. Again, you don't have to play Animal Crossing, but some of the kids do, and it's kind of neat. And this is just a different way to engage with the kids. So I did this once or twice at the end of the year. So in Animal Crossing, you have a bulletin board, and let me see if I can find it right here. So I posted on the bulletin board a thought for the day. How can you break apart 35 and 257 thousandths? Now try a different way. And I mean, that's obviously like just a little warm up, but it was something I could do in the Animal Crossing game, and it was just a different way for the kids to engage with me and for me to engage with them, and it was kind of fun, and made people happy. All right, so now I'm back in that kind of blank corner that I usually use for Google Meets and Zoom and everything. And I have taken several different clips and I've taken some pictures. And what I'm going to do now is show you how to put it all together in iMovie.